Hi everyone. This week we're building on our command line skills by focusing on two crucial topics, permissions and text manipulation. We'll learn how to control who can access our files, and we'll explore some of the most powerful features of the command line for working with text. Let's get started. When we run ls-tac-l for a long listing, the first column here is very important. This tells us the file's permissions. The first character tells us if it's a directory or a file. D for directory, tac for file. The next 9 characters are 3 sets of 3. The first set is for the user who owns the file. The second is for the group. And the third is for everyone else. The letters are R for read, W for write, and X for execute. You'll notice I added a tac-l to the ls command. We call these options or flags. You'll often hear me refer to the dash as a tac. So ls tac-l might be said as ls tac-l. Tac and hyphen mean the same thing here. It's just a common term for the dash that precedes command options. There are 2 ways to change the permissions with the chmod command: the numeric method, also called octal, and the symbolic method. First, let's look at the numeric method. In this system, each permission has a number. Read is 4, write is 2, and execute is 1. We add these numbers together for each of the 3 sets: user, group, and other. So if we want to give the user read, write, and execute permissions, we would add 4 plus 2 plus 1. And that would equal 7. If we want to give the group and everyone else just read access, that's a 4 for each. So the command chmod 744 mytestfile.txt sets the permission of read, write, execute for the user. And read only for the group and everyone else. As you can see from the ls-tac-l output, the permissions have changed to rwx, r, tac-tac, r, tac-tac. The second way is the symbolic method, which can be more intuitive. Instead of numbers, we use letters. U for user, G for group, and O for other. We then use a plus sign to add a permission, a minus sign to remove one, or an equal sign to set the exact permission. For example, if I want to add write permission for the group, I can type chmod G plus W mytestfile.txt. The G stands for group, and the +W adds right. You can see the change right here. To remove the read permission for other, I would type chmod o-r mytestfile.txt. Now the last three characters are all dashes. You can also combine them. Here, I'm setting the user permissions to exactly read, write, execute. And setting the group and other permissions to just read all in one command. Both the numeric and symbolic methods achieve the same result, so you can use whichever one you find easier to remember. We can also change who owns the file with the chown command for change owner. I'll use sudo to run this as administrator and change the owner to the root user. Now you can see that root is the owner. Now let's talk about redirection. By default, commands print their output to the screen, but we can redirect that output. If I type ls greater than file list.txt, the greater than symbol sends the output of ls into a file instead. If I cat that file, you can see the output inside. A single greater than sign overwrites the file. If we want to add to the end of a file, we use two greater than signs. So date greater than file list.txt appends the date to our file. The most powerful redirector is the pipe. It takes the output of the command on the left and uses it as the input for the command on the right. Here, I'm sending the output of list tac l, ls tac l, to the grep command, which is a search tool. The command will only show me the lines that contained txt. Grep is our primary tool for searching inside files. To find the word hello inside my testfile.txt, I just type grep, the word I'm searching for in quotes, and the file name. It prints out any matching lines. We can also add flags. The TAC-I flag makes the search case insensitive. So grep TAC-I, quote, hello, quote, my test file, will find hello with a capital H. And that's a quick look at permissions, redirection, and grep. These are fundamental tools you'll use constantly. Be sure to practice them in this week's lab to get comfortable. As always, if you have any questions, post them in the Q&A forum. Thanks for watching.